Hey everyone, I'm doing a new Clax video because apparently my first video became pretty darn popular. I mean, 100 views for a first video is really not bad. And from my feedback, you guys like the speculation video, so I'm going to do a video on the cons block. So, my bad pun here, the fate of the cons block, financial and competitive speculation. So, cons for Tarkir prices. Number 1 is Sorin's Solemn Visitor. Now, this may seem odd because the fetch lands are obviously number 1. I left them out because I wanted to have a little bit more variety with the cards, and I'll be getting to those guys later. So Sorin, right now, the only reason he's at $9 is because of Abzan. I mean, he can see play in some fringe, Mardu modern decks, but just mostly Abzan. That's really what he sees playing mainly, and that's how he gets his $9 price tag. And Afenza, yeah, I think that kind of speaks for herself. She sees play in Abzan right now in Standard, and that's what gives her an $8 price tag. And Sarkhan, I don't know why he has maintained at least $5. He sees very fringe play in Mardu, which barely sees play. So, I mean, he's going to end up being a replacement for that dragon from Theros that I never liked, but I digress. So the fetches, Flooded Strand. I'm just going to list these off because everyone knows about the fetches. They'll end up going up just like the ones from Zendikar, so keep an eye out for these guys. Flooded Strand right now is $24. Polluted Delta is $26. Bloodstained Mires around $22. Windswept Heath is around $14. And Wooded Foothills is surprisingly at a pretty good price of around $24. Probably because of all the, Temur Delver decks going around. So, this is a slide that I kind of like. It's possible spikes post-rotation. I think that Ghostfire Blade is going to spike because, honestly, it sees play right now, and there could be fringe decks in, Affinity with this card, because it's quite a good card. And if there's just a couple more cards printed around it, then that'd be quite a good card. Siege Rhino, there's a lot of them in circulation. That's how it keeps the price so low. But when they stop printing it, boom, it's going to shoot up. Same with Monastery Swiftspear. And the thing about that is Sidisi, kind of my odd speculation here. Now, Sidisi is not a snake, which makes me kind of sad. But the thing about her is I think she'll go up because even though she can't see play in tiny leaders, I still think that she's going to be able to see play through, some really fringe commander decks, and that'll keep her price high. And if she sees play in modern in some kind of crazy combo deck, you should probably get your hands on at least one of her. At most, probably two. Fate Reforged prices, it's kind of quite an expensive set right now, ironically enough, considering how small it is. Ugin being number 1, $28. Monastery Mentor at $16. And Soulfire Grandmaster at $11. And ironically enough, the prices kind of stayed balanced because it was always Ugin first, Monastery second, and Soulfire third. I mean, Monastery sees play in Modern, Ugin sees play in Modern, Soulfire Grandmaster sees play in, Jeskai Control. Possible spikes post rotation because there's no fetches in Fate Reforged that are new to cover. I think Temporal Trespass might see some play in Commander. Tassiger definitely in kind of Abzan lists, and he's kind of the better version of Gurmag Angler for non-popper players. And Gurmag Angler might as well go up to at least, probably, no, not at least, but probably at most $5. And then the Sieges, because I think specifically like Monastery Siege, they're pretty good cards, and they're kind of overlooked. So, let's move on to Dragons of Tarkir. Also a pretty expensive set. Den Protector. Deathmist Raptor. Funny how we have the combo. And Dragonlord Ojutai, which kind of shot up to the top. Kind of all these 3 cards became popular because of decks that became popular with this set. Like, everyone thought that, it was always going to be Narset at the $30, $40 price tag. No, Dragon Lord Ojutai jumped up. And that's probably because of Jeskai, maybe some WU builds going around. I don't want to call it Azorius because, But I think that Deathmist Rapper and Den Protector are just kind of staples in Abzan right now because of all the non-basic lands. You can kind of cast Deathmist Raptor, and Den Protector has a pretty good combo with it, which, ironically enough, I'm still not able to understand. Possible spikes, there's a lot of them. Narset Transcendent, I mean, obviously, she's quite a good card. Ojutai's Command, quite a good card too. It's like a Cryptic Command, except not really as good, but it's a little bit more kind of splashable. You could play it in like kind of white blue decks, and you can play it in Esper decks. It's pretty splashable. Collected Company because it's amazing, enough said. Risen Executioner. I'm thinking this because Zombie Lords tend to rise, because in, I think, Shards of Alora, the most expensive card is a $40 Zombie Lord. And then Ojutai Exemplars because, honestly, it's really not a bad card. I mean, White Weenies, it could be a good curve topper for Modern. It's pretty good for Commander because it's versatile. I mean, it can bounce itself. It can get First Strike and Lifelink, and it can tap creatures. It's pretty darn good. So moving on. Most expensive cards. So let's just finish this off with a boom. Number 1, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Number 2, Polluted Delta. No, number 3, Polluted Delta. Number 2, Dragon Lord Ojutai. Kind of a surprising order. I mean, considering that we all knew one of the fetch lands was going to be on there. Most likely Polluted Delta. Because, blue-black, standard play, modern play, playing Commander, playing everything. And Dragon Lord Ojutai, it kind of shot up to the top. It made itself notable because it's pretty good. I mean, it's like an Anticipate on a stick, on a pretty good body, and it can get hexproof after it attacks. So, if it had Vigilance, it'd be a little worse because it wouldn't be able to tap. But it's really not bad, and Ugin he's kind of an all-around good card because he sees play in Commander, and he sees play in some really weird green-red Tron lists. So now I'm going on to my favorite Commander spoilers. I know this is a little off topic, but dang, these are some pretty good spoilers. So starting off with Seal of the Guild Pact, 5 mana for as it enters the battlefield, choose 2 colors. Each spell you cast costs 1 less to cast for each of the chosen colors it is. I mean, overall, it's a pretty good card, helps you support certain things, but the reason I really chose it is because of Tolaran Community College's amazing video spoiling this card. I mean, Friday Nights did a good job, and this just blows it out of the water. So then Daxos the Returned. The flavor is dripping off of this card. It is oozing off of this card. It is so amazing, from the art to the mask to Daxos. Oh, it's so good. It's Daxos of Meletis, but returned. It's amazing. And the card is so flavorful too, because it puts spirits onto the battlefield, and it's just so good. And then we have probably one of my favorite cards, because I'm Simic at heart. Go Simic. I love snakes, even though my mom hates them. Love them as an archetype. Kaseto Orochi Archmage. Flavors also dripping off of this one, Kamigawa. 3 mana. I mean, it's not really that bad. And its ability, it just gives a snake unblockable and +2/+2. Not bad, and it's got a pretty good body. So, this was Clax. Thanks for watching, and if you want more videos like this in this kind of Rocks and Box and 90 inspired style of kind of a slideshow, I write that down in the comments. Or if you want more openings, I can do that too. I got some old packs lined up, but that's waiting for some subscribers and good view counts. So I really appreciate that you guys tuned into this video, and thanks. It was Claxed. See ya.